Justin admits he would have married Selena Gomez if he met her today. Did Justin say he still loves Selena? Is there going to be Jelena's Love Story Season 2? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to Trendy Vert. In today's video, we are going to put forward a few assumptions related to Jelena love story after Justin said he still loves Selena and releases songs that give us hints of his love for her. Back in 2009, when Justin and Hailey got married and celebrated their first year of marriage, fans trolling Hailey got out of hand. People were reckless in their trolling. Justin was just taking a break from music, but still stand beside his wife, a fan tweeted. You are not in love with Hailey. You only married her to get back at Selena Gomez. Plus, Hailey sleeps with men like Shawn Mendes for fame, and she's a racist. Justin found the chance to clear some matters from his side. He said, "A logical person doesn't talk or think this way," he replied. "You should be ashamed of yourself, really. I absolutely loved and love Selena. She will always hold a place in my heart. But I am head over heels in love with my wife, and she's absolutely the best thing that has ever happened to me, period." Let's have our first assumptions. We all know Justin's early age when he got fame, as Zach Baron wrote in his magazine. He made every mistake a child star can make, including the ones that nearly destroyed him. Now, fortified by God, marriage, and a new album, Justice, Justin is putting his life back together, one positive, deliberate step at a time. It wouldn't be nice to say, but what if Justin had made that comment by himself to shut people's mouths, as he said? This is a reply to all immature, sick people who send Hailey hurtful messages like, "He always goes back to Selena," or "Selena is better for him." He ranted, "You have no idea my life and what's good for me. Hailey is my bride, period. If you don't like that or support that, that means you don't support me. You're not a fan or a good person. If you were raised right, your parents would have said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything." Why would Justin choose that particular comment? Maybe that comment caught his sight. The next assumption is about Justin's song, Ghost, which he recently released in his album, Justice. Although Justin denied that it isn't about Selena, but we could make our assumptions, right? Fans tweeted, "Listen, I'm not a Jelena shipper, and I'm not even one to throw Selena into everything involving Justin, because at the end of the day, they're two separate people living two separate lives. But Ghost screams Selena, like screams her." Another said, "Justin Bieber wrote Ghost about Selena Gomez. You cannot prove me wrong." While Justin is still not accepting his feelings for Selena, as he is now married and does not want to cheat on her. He said, "I think that a lot of people in this day and age, in this time, are losing loved ones due to this crazy virus. But there's a lot of people who have lost people from other things and just lose people. Might not be a death, but have lost people that were in their life for a season and now that person isn't. So that can feel like a loss almost if you're grieving that person. So this song is kind of like that vibe of grieving that person, but still having hope in the process."
Well, I think that a lot of people in this day and age, in this time, are losing loved ones due to this crazy virus. But there's a lot of people who have lost people from other things, and just lose people might not be a death, but have lost people that were in their life for a season, and now that person isn't. So it's just like that can feel like a loss, almost like you grieving that person. And so this song is kind of like that vibe of grieving that person, but still having hope in the process of like.
Moving forward to our third assumption. There could be an 80% chance that Justin married Hailey to get back at Selena, as it's not just Justin, but Selena who couldn't take it any longer. Jelena had faced many differences while being in a relationship. They wanted to be together, but were odds surpassing even. Selena's family were against Justin, as he was the reason behind Selena's deteriorated mental health. Justin admitted, "In my previous relationship, I went off and just went crazy and went wild, just being reckless," he said. "This time, I took the time to really build myself and focus on me and try and make the right decisions and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I got better.
In my previous relationship, I went off and just went crazy and went wild, just was, being reckless. This time I took the time to really build myself.
Selena's family knew this, and sources said her family is not happy about them being together at all, an insider told. They do not think he is a good person for Selena to have in her life and are skeptical that he has changed. Even if he is on his best behavior for now, eventually he will unravel. He has caused so much angst for the family and for Selena. So Justin shouldn't be blamed entirely. In fact, no one should be. They did what needed to be done. But we can say if the situation hadn't been this much worse, Justin would have married Selena. He knew she is his only love. A source told when Justin and Selena were childhood lovey-doveys. Justin's really inspired right now, and that has not only sparked new music from Justin, but personal conversations with his loved ones as well. Justin and Selena can absolutely see a life where they are married and enjoying kids together. Justin also admitted marrying Selena one day, an insider told. Justin has told Selena that he will marry her. They're young, but feel like they have a deep connection that no one can break. So when Justin and Selena got back together in 2018, people thought this time it's for real. Both are mature and will soon get married. Justin's friends claimed he isn't dating. He thinks and talks about Selena all the time. The chapter with her is definitely not finished, a source added. So we can say Justin might have proposed to Selena, but she knew she wouldn't proceed with the differences she had with him. The final assumption? It is obvious that both still love each other, and Hailey is also aware of this. We can prove it with many incidents. Justin was seen crying along with Hailey when Selena was admitted in the hospital. He was recently contacted Selena and complaining to her about Hailey and her faith. But Selena knows Justin still loves her and doesn't mind being a shoulder to cry on. As per Sun magazine, Selena has kept her distance from Justin, but he recently started contacting her again. He doesn't believe he should be cut off from those people he was closest to in his life, and he doesn't believe talking is cheating. Selena understands Justin never stopped loving her and also realizes quarantining during COVID has been tough for most relationships, so she isn't surprised that he has been calling. Justin has now married Hailey. No doubt he is still in love with Selena, but he is trying his best to stay loyal with his wife. He has trust issues with Hailey, but is working on it. So what's your take on all this matter? Tell us in the comments. If you want to see our upcoming videos, ring the bell icon. And don't forget to like our video as well. That's all from my side.